Guys, welcome to Sasupe YouTube channel, where we show you how to create amazing designs using various design softwares. Here we don't teach any particular tool, we teach you the basics of design that you can apply using any tool of your choice. So in this case, we'll be creating a school website using Adobe XD. So without any further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to fire up my Adobe XD. Here it is. Now we're using web 1366 by 768. So, and I strongly advise you to follow along with me, guys. So the first thing we'll be doing is that we are going to create the main text that will be on the web page, and this text we want it to be in a serif font, a nice looking serif font, because this is the main text that will be on the page, and this is the first thing that the user's attention will be drawn to. So just click on the text tool. Now we're going to type whatever text we want to be on this page. In this case, it will be an education alliance, here to do good. That's just it. However, we are going to increase the size significantly. Then, like I said, we are going to change this to a serif font. A serif font is the kind of font that has some tail. For example, on common serif font, this L will have some tail. This one is sans serif. That's why we are not seeing any tail on any of the characters here. So let's hunt for a serif font. But before that, I would like to change the color to black. So you can change the font by coming to here, then click on the drop down. I think I know some serif font, however you still need to play around. You see, this is an example of serif font, but I want it to I don't want something like that. This is another example of serif font, and I think I like this one, and I believe it has different font weight. However, I still like this particular font weight, which is regular. So I'm going to increase it a little, just like that, or I can even make it bold. I think this bold is okay as well. And the next thing I would like to do is that I want to reduce the space in between the two lines. To do that, we can just come over to line height. We can reduce that. I think that's cool. Then I can just increase the weight, the size to like 82, but the weight I don't like it. I'm going back to regular. Perfect. So this is what we've got, and this text actually has a description that falls under it, just around there, but that one is very small in text, and it has a button at the right hand side. So I'm quickly going to change the size of the content of this to just we are a respectable school. Bring your child to us, and you will not regret it. Just something as simple as that. However, as a designer, you won't be the one that will be giving all this text. It is the work of the copywriter, or if the school or the business owner understands what they are going to put, they'll just give you something to put there. So it's not your work to look for what to put. I hope you understand that. Yep. So this, I'm just going to put it around there. However, I want this to be a sans serif that doesn't have any tail. So we can just go back to the previous font, which is Sego UI. I think Sego UI, which is this. Perfect. So this is what we've got. We are not going to increase the weight or anything. I think it's looking great like this. The only thing that I think we might want to reduce is probably the size. You can play around with the size, but 30 looks great because I'm still going to put a button at the right hand side there. So I think I like what I'm seeing at this moment. Fine. So the next thing we are going to do is probably put in a button. And to create a button is very simple. We'll be using a rectangle. And this rectangle, we are going to give it a color that is that will be very obvious on this white background. So in this case, we'll be going with something like orange. Orange should be fine. Or I want something that will be closer to red. Yes, something like this is very perfect. So, and this orange will have this button will have very circle edges, something like that. And the only content that will be on this button is a call to action, and it will say contact us. So that's what we've got. However, we can still play around and put in an arrow. So we need to reduce the size of this to, like, let's say 25. Then we are going to put an arrow. Honestly, you can either use a plugin to create an arrow, or you can just create that on your own. Let me quickly show you just to flaunt some creativity here. And then an arrow is just simply a straight line and a triangle. So I'm going to change the fill color here to black, and the outer color too, I'm going to change it to black. This one, change it to black as well. So I'm just going to put this one here, and I'll change the angle to 90 degree. Perfect. You can zoom in, just position everything perfectly, just like that. And with that, we have an arrow. To make it more perfect, I'll just go ahead and group the two. Ctrl G after selecting both. Then I think we have our button just like that. It's as simple as that. I think this is perfect. Not too obvious, but I think it's okay. So you can play around with whatever you've got there. However, the other thing is that this call to action should be at the top right hand side as well. So I'm just going to make duplicate of this group, put it at the top, and there you have it. So whenever someone visits this page, they know that this is what we want them to do. That's different color and it appears 2 times on the page. So that's very obvious. The next thing I would like to do is that we can just put the logo of the school at the top here, and the name is Providence, the Providence College. Perfect. That's the name of the school. This should be at the center as well, and likewise at the far right here we have some just a menu. And to create a menu, in this case we'll not be using any text or whatever. We'll just be using lines, just straight lines. So I'll give this line size of 3 and border color of black, and I'll make a duplicate of it. So you are going to have 3 duplicates. Perfect. The first duplicate, we are going to reduce the width. Then the next one, we are going to reduce the width more. Perfect. This is a menu. It's not so obvious, but I believe you get the idea. So I'm just going to make this a group, and come on, XD, it's going smooth. Don't disturb the design. So I think this is looking great, guys. It is very minimalistic, and it shows what we want. We have call to action, we have a little information, and the logo is there as well. So I think you can just bring everything, or let's group them. So simple, guys. And with that, we have come to the end of this particular video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.